Alright guys, welcome back to Subliminal Escapes. My name is Steven Stangolini. The Japan journey concludes as we transition from Japan to a Taiwan journey. Guys, let's start the day with a quick checkout of the Cross Hotel in Osaka. Dotonbori has been great. Osaka's been great. One final meal before we head to Kansai Airport, and we had been dying to try a fast food version of what we had in Kyoto, similar to Matsuwa. This is Yoshinoya. 3 minutes away from our hotel. Gyudon beef bowls they consist of beef over white rice, some veggies. You can get chicken, you can get egg, you can get soup. Absolutely amazing. Very convenient, very simple, and very tasty, I might add. Not to be compared with the ones in the United States, because they have nothing on Yoshinoya in Japan. After a brief breakfast, we made our way to the train station yet again, where at this point we've become very proficient at riding and navigating the train lines in Japan. This time we got the Hello Kitty Haruka Shinkansen limited edition Shinkansen to Kansai Airport. Something that a lot of people say you have to ride. To me, besides the Hello Kitty logos everywhere, it was no different than any other Shinkansen. Once arriving at Kansai Airport, we took our pocket Wi-Fi as described in a previous video, dropped it off in a mailbox, and made our way to the Starlux Airlines ticket counters. We were very excited to try this brand new airline based in Taipei, Taiwan. When I saw they had a non-stop, I couldn't wait to book it, and we chose premium economy. After going through security, oh look, there's the control tower and the approach control facility at Kansai Airport. We made our way to the gate. This airport is a unique airport in a sense that when it was built in 1994, it was 100% man-made. Landfill in the middle of the bay outside of Osaka. It's a very unique airport. It's undergone many renovations. Rumor has it that it is sinking and there is a problem there, but we couldn't tell anything and it was business as usual there. Another rumor is they've never lost a single bag at that airport. Our airline is arriving at the gate, this brand new Airbus A350-900 series. We were super excited to try Starlux. They are the competitor of China Airlines in Taipei, as well as EVA Air. And when I saw that they offered service from Osaka to Taipei, I knew we had to try it. Now, this is the premium economy product, guys. The difference is you get a 40-inch seat pitch and a 19-inch width, as opposed to a standard economy 31 to 32 inches of seat pitch. The cabin in premium economy is a 242 layout on this Airbus A350-900, as opposed to a traditional 333 layout in economy. We felt very comfortable. We had the front of the cabin. We had a bulkhead in front of us with a 15-inch in-flight entertainment screen, controlled via a remote control that is stowed in between the seats. Very easy to use, very responsive, minimum latency delays while using it. The in-flight entertainment system had a lot to offer, from movies, music, different apps, maps of where you are, etc. There is power in between every seat from USB-A, I believe, USB-C, as well as an actual plug-in socket to power up your electronic devices. After takeoff, it was time to see what premium economy had to offer on Starlux Airlines in the world of food. Now, I will tell you, it seemed to me it would be very similar to what you get in economy, but the internet begs to differ, and they do claim that the meal service in premium economy is a better product than what is offered in standard economy. I opted for a pork type hamburger, which I must say, even though the presentation was okay, wasn't terribly blown away. It wasn't bad. It was still better than food you get in America, or on American carriers, I should say. But it didn't wow me like we had that experience on Zip Air. Also, the size of the glass that consists of the drink, you see Michelle's drink on the upper left there. That's it. That's what you get. I had a Coke, and the amount you see on the upper left on the screen right there is the amount I got. There was no refill. I keep telling people it's like I had a shot of Coca-Cola. Starlux Airlines, are y'all rationing? What's up? share the Coca-Cola a little more, you know. Michelle's meal was some chicken. You can see there's also some cutlery that comes with it. That's kind of a nice touch. The presentation was great. I don't ding Starlux at all for the way they do business in the premium economy cabin regarding the in-flight meal service. After meal service, we settled in, watched I watched a movie rather, and just kind of played around with the in-flight entertainment system. At no point were we ever uncomfortable. Now this is pretty cool. If you look in the reflection of the engine, you can see the landing gear dropping down, preparing for our arrival at Taipei Airport in Taipei, Taiwan. I thought that was kind of cool. Brand new airplane, clean enough paint to have a reflection such as that. And as an av geek, I really enjoy things like that. Now, as we're about to land, I knew we were going to touch down. Once again, I aimed the camera at the reflection in the engine. You could see the landing gear, and it came out pretty clear in my opinion. We're about to land and arrive in Taiwan. What is this adventure going to consist of? What's it going to be like? Is it going to be compared to Japan in better ways or worse? We shall see. After touching down at Taiwan's busiest airport, and you see the engine thrust reverser opening there, a quick taxi led us to our gate. And I tell you again, as an av geek, I'm always interested to see, hey, it's our same airplane, a Starlux Airlines Airbus 330 taking off. The deplaning process was very simple, rather straightforward. The airport was very clean, very modern. It did not feel like something that many people might expect going to this side of the world. And when we got to the arrivals hall right before going into customs, it was a pretty cool experience, I must say. Customs took only maybe 20 minutes at the most. We waited briefly after getting a couple photos of this sign of Taiwan, cleared customs, got our bags. We picked up our pocket Wi-Fi. Then we caught a taxi and prepared for our ride from the airport to our hotel, the Dandy Hotel Tianjin branch, about a 40-minute ride from the airport. And at this point, guys, we were absolutely excited. Looking out the window, even though it was an overcast day, it was so unique to be on this side of the world and to be able to experience what it's like in Taipei, Taiwan. Now, our hotel, we found it on TripAdvisor. It's conveniently located, no more than a 10-minute walk to and from the train station. Like any hotel we had stayed at so far, it was clean, comfortable, safe, convenient. The people downstairs were absolutely helpful. The amenities that were offered, including this restaurant, was fantastic. The day we showed up, there's a street festival right outside the hotel, which we explored for a moment before we went and got our own food. It was a good area to be in. I would recommend it to anybody. TripAdvisor, props to you and your reviewers for coming through. After getting settled in, we took a quick walk about a block away, maybe 5 minutes, and we found this little hole in the wall mom and pop, authentic Taiwanese restaurant. I tell you, it may look like what you can get back in America at any Asian style restaurant or Taiwanese restaurant in particular, but it was absolutely fantastic, guys. Not at all worried about food quality, food safety. No. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. After hanging out at that restaurant for an hour, we made our way back to our hotel. So if you guys are looking for a convenient place to stay, the Dandy Hotel in Taipei is an absolutely fantastic choice. And again, as I said earlier, we chose this video based on its proximity to the MRT, or Taipei Rapid Transit System, which is their subway, and it was maybe a 10-minute walk at most to get from our hotel to the subway station. Everything in that area is easily accessible for the most part in terms of restaurants, convenience stores, additional shopping, whatever you may need. If not, again, the MRT is the way to go. A few other things to note. As you saw earlier in the video, we did take a taxi from the airport to our hotel just because, in my opinion, It was easier to have our baggage loaded into the taxi and dropped off curbside at our hotel versus bringing our bags onto the train and the MRT and then walking through neighborhoods to get to our hotel. We discussed in some videos earlier the art and the allure of using baggage forwarding service that was available to us in Japan, but I don't believe such a thing existed in Taipei, Taiwan. Also, if you are into trying new things and you sometimes hold yourself back from, I don't know if I should eat that, I don't know if it's safe, I'm simply saying you're in a very prosperous modern society where there's delicious restaurants everywhere. There were times where I would look around and say, this is a little different than what we get in the United States, but the end product, the food, the culinary experience was absolutely amazing. I know there are discussions, it used to be anyway, I don't know if it's still true, but I practiced this when we recently went to Mexico. There's a lot of people who say don't drink the water when you go to Mexico. I can neither confirm nor deny that's true, but the rule of thumb that I've always practiced is if the soda or the cocktail you're getting has ice, make sure that ice is commercially manufactured. There's a hole inside the ice, and that means it was made in a plant. If it's just crushed up or irregular shapes, then drink whatever beverage you're doing out of a can or a bottle, including water. In Taipei, I never even worried about it. I just said, hey, we're doing it. They've got ice in my drink, and this is the way it is. So having said that, if you're adventurous, good on you, because you are not going to miss out on the number of amazing different items that there are to try. Which leads me into our next topic, guys. The next video coming up on Subliminal Escapes, we take a guided food tour once again by Get Your Guide. At this point, I'm a very big fan of what they offer and how they allow you to explore and see so much in your adventures while traveling and on vacation. We take a food tour. It was a guided food tour. We tried a number of different things. Michelle was familiar with many of the items that we tried. Some of them were new to me. For example, and I don't want to give it away, fishball soup. Sounds weird, sounds different, and I didn't know what to expect, but once you saw what it was, once you tasted it, it was actually really good. Again, to each his own when it comes to culinary experiences, but I must say, Taipei, Taiwan is ranked up there in our travels throughout the world. Guys, we appreciate you being here. Sorry it's been a minute in trying to get stuff uploaded. Life gets in the way. Fret not, I am back at it. I am continuously editing videos and content to put here on the channel for your enjoyment, and hopefully you get some information out of it. If you find value in what we're doing here on Subliminal Escapes and you like what you see, please don't forget to like or subscribe. It really helps us out here on the channel to continue doing content such as this. And also, I must say, I really enjoy it. Bear with me if there is an absence in getting, or a delay rather, in getting these videos uploaded. It's a time-consuming hobby, but I absolutely love it. And I love you guys for coming here and enjoying the stuff that we have to share. Hopefully this video was informative. It was a quick review of Starlux Airlines. Again, our next video, we explore Taipei more in depth. We have a food tour, lots of cool things to see, lots of new stuff to discover. My name is Steven Stangalini. You've been locked into Subliminal Escapes. We'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.